Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Ripple Labs has decided to repurchase $10 billion worth of XRP from the market. This was trending on crypto-related Twitter feeds. Imagine the money Brad would have to spend to acquire that quantity of XRP. $5 billion, but people said, this is it, when they heard that number. Right now, XRP is about to take off. So much so that even David Schwartz has commented on the rumors. Thus, the Ripple CTO and the 10 billion XRP buyback rumors. We do make occasional purchases of XRP, but I am unaware of any circumstances under which this statement might be true, nor can I find any evidence that anyone with any kind of formal authority has ever made such a claim. Likely fabricated. And yet, everyone is outraged, and videos have even been made about it. That's why I always say that, I see things a lot of times, but I wait and wait to see if there's any worth to it before I share it with all of you. We don't need any more conjecture about XRP since, there's already a lot of it. Therefore, XRP is set to reprise its 1000% bull run of 2021 in only 110 days. The clock has started ticking. Based on this data, it appears that we will be in October of this year. So, the price of XRP may potentially increase from its current 49 cents to an astonishing $5.12. Like the 2021 price increase, this one might take place over the course of about 110 days. In just a few short months, in October of 2023, XRP is projected to reach this price. Then there's the XRP lawsuit, and, that schedule works out quite well. How long does it typically take to get a summary judgment? While it has been roughly 110 days since the last ruling, an analyst on civil case processing in federal courts from the University of Denver estimates that it takes federal judges about 166 days, on average, to deliver summary judgments. While the average time to rule on a summary judgment application was 166 days, there was a wide range from the quickest court, averaging 63 days, to the slowest court, averaging 254 days. Therefore, taking the average duration into account, there may be slim odds of receiving the final judgment in the third quarter of 2023. This coincides with XRP's meteoric rise to above $5 at the same time. And if you consider the current market developments, such as BlackRock's abrupt entrance into the cryptocurrency sector and Gary Gensler's subsequent attacks on cryptocurrency exchanges Coinbase and Binance, you can see that this is not the case. It makes perfect sense that Ripple is still bound up here. Meanwhile, we have a live feed coming out right now. As a result, the conditions are ripe for an XRP boom this autumn. The cross-border payment service for Indian expats in Bahrain was established by Federal Bank and Lulu Exchange, two repo partners. The new software would make it easier for Indian expats in Bahrain to pay their home utility bills. Both a web-based user interface and mobile apps will support access to the services. They are big fans of smartphone apps now. In India, I've seen several videos of locals making purchases with a mobile app and cryptocurrency. Therefore, it is reasonable to include Ripple partners. That's huge, though, since it demonstrates that crypto is gaining traction in that region and that there are a lot of people living there to handle transactions, which might affect the value of XRP. Here's Aladdin. Aladdin is a network of 50 supercomputers that handles $21 trillion in assets, which is more than the combined GDP of every country on Earth except than the United States and China. Over $21 trillion, and this is how they plan to seize control of Bitcoin, just like the one entity that controls Wall Street is now more potent than governments and is rapidly accumulating wealth by purchasing the world's assets. If you own Bitcoin and have heard rumors that BlackRock is about to buy up the entire cryptocurrency, you should probably wait to sell. Keep holding on to your Bitcoins, because I believe the price will go through the roof if BlackRock keeps accumulating more and more of them. The one thing that gives me pause is that I see BlackRock as a Trojan horse surrounding Bitcoin. It makes a lot of sense, and I plan to do a film just on it, given the ties to the World Economic Forum and certain persons within the World Economic Forum. But once again, I don't want crypto to become another Wall Street where only the biggest banks and businesses win. XSEC lawyer, crypto must learn to play the political game if it wants legislation. Patrick McHenry, chairman of the House Financial Services Committee, and Glenn Thompson, chairman of the House Agriculture Committee, introduced the proposal. According to Garrison, this is just a rough draft. Some very rough spots also need to be fixed. House Financial Services Committee Chairman Patrick McHenry is a Bitcoin enthusiast. According to Garrison, one of his primary concerns is spelling out regulations for drivers. On the other hand, I believe he has widespread concerns about SEC Chair Gensler's approach to regulation, not just in this instance. However, unless there is a visible shift in authority in Washington, it will be difficult to get anything enacted. To rephrase, it's not easy to pass legislation via the Senate even if it's approved by the House. Most senators have a strong aversion to cryptography. Since cryptocurrency will be a voting issue in 2024, I anticipate many legislative and regulatory shifts in the nation's capital. This is being fed in preparation for a July release. It's the blueprint for a CBDC to take on other P2P payment systems that use digital assets like cryptocurrencies and NFTs. Everyone seems to be getting excited about FedNow at the moment, but I don't think this will have any effect on the price of cryptocurrency. Domestic transactions come first. Next, there must be a time of trial and error. Where do you think it will launch, and how many financial institutions and businesses do you expect to adopt it immediately? There will be a lot of variables to consider, but I still don't expect any change until the autumn. However, this is the main reason why people invest in Bitcoin and XRP. They left you with inflation after printing $8 trillion, giving you only $1,400 in stimulus, and sending the rest to their pals. This is how we arrived at the present moment. I still have my stimulant, honest to God. XRP and a few other cryptocurrencies play a role in this. JP Morgan introduces JP Morgan Coin, a blockchain payment token usable in euro. This explains why we have been kept in the dark up until now. In order to establish up shop everywhere, so JP Morgan could. The situation is identical at other financial institutions. Goldman Sachs is probably investing in cryptocurrencies in every country it can. However, this isn't just a domestic issue. Crédit Agricole and Santander, two major banks, hope to offer cryptocurrency custody services in the near future. It would appear that the world's largest financial institutions are currently engaged in a grab. They're all trying to cash in on cryptocurrency, which I see as a bad thing because, once again, it'll benefit only the banks. The same thing applies to us now. We've been using the same banking system for years. It's the same way they steal from your savings account. They're circulating it through loans. You pay them 6% interest, yet they only give you back less than 1%. If these financial institutions begin to deal with cryptocurrency, the same thing will happen. In order to facilitate the creation of CBDCs and stablecoins, Ripple has released a CBDC platform. The wallets of end users are an important point to make here. Users of digital currencies, including businesses and consumers, will have safe storage options for their digital money and the same privacy and flexibility when making and receiving purchases. There are currently alternative banking and payment apps that offer this functionality, even for transactions that don't take place online or on a smartphone. Now, the terminology used by Ripple and Quant to describe use cases and CBDCs is identical. I made a video on it yesterday, and according to the Quant CEO Gilbert Verdian, the CBDC central bank doesn't care if you use it to buy a gammon sandwich or a house. However, I believe that this is only true if the currency is in the correct hands, and that this is only the beginning. The World Economic Forum's elites will eventually seize power and cut off your access to your funds. Because by then it will be too late. The new system is in place and cash has been eliminated. A CBDC is all that's left now. Then you will have to conform or face dire consequences. This, I believe, is what they mean when they say the app is just like any other money transfer service. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal at all. When they start trying to sell you on the notion in the same manner they sold people on the COVID facts, that's when you should be concerned. Some customers got VAX because they heard that by doing so they would be entered into a drawing to win a brand new car. Something is terrible for you if you want it too much. Again, it's not beneficial for you no matter how they attempt to market it to you. CBDCs are a bad concept in my opinion. In both the right and wrong hands, I think this is a fantastic technological advancement. We'll all end up as system slaves. And I think that's what the elites are really trying to do. If BlackRock is moving into crypto at this time, it's probably to seal off all possible exits. Again, though, that's something I'll get to in a separate video. I think that about covers it, so I'll end this here. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. I value every single one of you. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.